Parents, many of you will be packing lunches this morning for the kiddos. It's not always the easiest thing to do, especially if you want to keep them healthy. We are all looking to save a little time in the kitchen as well before we rush those kiddos off to school. Well, this morning we're here to help you out. We've got certified integrative health coach Erin Kerry joining us live in the studio for some quick and healthy options when it comes to your child's lunch. Good morning to you, Erin.
Good morning.
Okay, so she brought some examples of some healthy food, but let's kind of start off in the beginning. How can nutrition help our kids with the focus that they need for school as we get into the school year? We're just a couple days in now.
We are, and I love talking about this because what a lot of people don't know, what I didn't know early on as a parent, is that the nutrients that you get in food actually build your neurotransmitters, and your neurotransmitters are the chemical messengers that make you feel the way you feel. So we're talking about serotonin, the happy neurotransmitter, or dopamine, which is the focus and learning and motivation. We all need that right now.
We do.
And our kids need it too, especially as they're starting in and getting settled into the school year. It's hard. So the nutrients that they eat, it matters.
So what kind of things would you say, if you're going to be packing a lunch, that you can quickly put in a lunchbox to know that you're sending them off with their brain well prepared for the school year?
For sure. Well, my kids are probably watching this right now, and they know that I emphasize protein because protein contains those amino acids that our brain needs to feel good. And so I focus a lot on things like we've got these chomps, beef sticks here, even string cheese. I was not a string cheese girl for a long time, but it has 7 grams of protein.
That's good.
So adding in a little bit of protein while you can make a big difference.
Yeah, and this one alone, this little chicken stick here has
love
11 grams of protein.
Yes, and it's super spicy, so good, a little bit dry. Not all kids will love it. I think it's amazing. Now, sun butter is a really good option for kids who, you go to school, you can't have the peanut butter, because of allergies and all that. But sun butter actually has quite a bit of protein, but it also has vitamin E, and it has some selenium. It has minerals that we normally don't get, and especially if somebody has a nut allergy, they're not getting a lot of the minerals we typically would get in nuts and seeds. So sun butter is a really good option there too. So that's just throwing in just some basic protein. But I got to share one of my very, very favorite things is that purple foods. Purple foods contain anthocyanins.
Okay, so what's anthocyanin?
Okay. Anthocyanins are known to help improve memory, brain health. They're great for a whole lot of other things, but it's the purple color it's a flavonoid basically, which just means that it's helpful in a different way. Same thing for red bell peppers. The red color, all foods that have red are pretty helpful for the immune system, but red bell peppers actually have more vitamin C than an orange. And so I nerd out on that stuff so much because we don't talk about it.
Yeah.
And these nutrients that we can get in food can really help our kids' immune health, their brain health, and just focus in general throughout the school day. So I have a whole bunch of other options here. But yeah, those are kind of the basics.
And so I know a lot of people, you think about fruit roll-ups, people need something easy they can just throw in there, but you found some alternatives to that as well.
Now these have no sugar added. So the daily recommended, I know this is a hot topic, but the daily recommended value for kids for added sugar is 25 grams. Most kids are getting probably 3 times that, and we don't even realize it. It's just a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit in the juice, which is why I brought my 7-year-old's water bottle, because water is so important. But yeah, these contain no added sugar. They are just made out of fruit. And that's it. Same thing for the sun butter and the applesauce here, no added sugar. In fact, there was one study that showed that teenage boys who consumed 2 12-ounce sugar-sweetened beverages quadrupled their adrenaline levels in 4 hours. Ooh. So their stress hormones, so they were shaking. It probably felt like a panic attack, right?
Yeah, they don't need that when they're at school trying to focus, right?
Imagine kids in school, they're sitting there and all of a sudden the adrenaline kicks in. And they're not realizing, they're 9 years old, they're not realizing that it's the sugar that they had in the morning, So I think it's something just to be aware of, to think about how food really is impacting our mood.
And a lot of these things you can prepare ahead of time, get all your fruits together and little things, put them overnight, cut your little bell pepper. And also, I know chips is always something that goes in
crunchy things.
Yes,
we love the crunchy things. I love this brand because it's simple. Ultra-processed foods are, at this point, we have a new study that just came out in March. They're linked to 32 different chronic health effects. And so this is processed, right? It's popcorn, but it has minimal ingredients. So the more minimal you can go with your ingredients, it's less for the body to have to break down, and it's just fun. We need the fun foods too, So if we can find it with minimal ingredients, then I think that's a win. And I brought my son's seaweed. If your kids haven't tried seaweed, it's crunchy and it's salty, and it has great vitamin B12 and iodine in it as well.
So much good advice. And look, it's all snackable, and you can just pack it in your child's lunchbox. Thanks so much for being being with us this
Yeah,
morning.
it's great to be here.
Hope we are sending you off with some great ideas as you get ready for school this morning.